Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be asking people in rec centers what their scariest moments in their life have been. If you'd like me to ask another question for another video, please drop it down in the comments below. Thanks so much. Enjoy the video. So, Souldog Gaming, I have a question for you. What was your scariest moment that you've ever had in your entire life?
I think like the most scariest moment in my life was when my friends dared me to jump off the super tall, like, pool thing, like a really tall thing, and I was like dared to do it, and I was scared, and I literally did it, and I felt so like scared. I never wanted to get on something high again. So yeah, I think like we were at a pool, and it's like this indoor pool, and we're just having fun. And so my friends were like, so we just keep jumping off like the short diving boards, and then after that, my friend is like, oh yo, dude, we should go to this like super duper tall one. And I was like, okay. And there's like a super long line because I guess it was very popular, and we went up on the waiting like we like around 5 to 10 minutes. And it was finally my turn. I was like, oh, should I do this or should I not do this? And then I finally did it, and then I jumped, and I was scared right after that, and I was kind of like, I'm never doing this ever again.
This is actually a true story, by the way. When I was 7 years old, our family lived in this house. It was actually my aunt's house, and they recently moved out of it. So it was like me, my brother, and then two of my sisters, and then my mom and my grandma. And I slept in my own room with my grandma. We didn't know this house was haunted, but this was like probably like 2 months after moving in that this happened. And basically, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was the only one up. I wanted to grab a drink. I went to the fridge. I just grabbed a water bottle. I heard fucking banging noise, like on a door, like my brother's door, and I went in. The light was on, and I don't know how the fuck my brother was still awake, or not awake, asleep. He was asleep, but he was still asleep through that shit. So I just turned off the light. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I just fucking closed the door back. And I walked back to my bedroom with my bottle of water. And so I went back to sleep. I heard the banging again. And my brother was up this time, but his eyes were closed. And I think, in my mind, I was like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Like, is he... Like, I heard about, like, Paranormal Activity because it came out, like, recently during this time. And I was like, is he possessed or something? And I was trying to call his name, and then he wouldn't respond, and I got up to him, and I shook him so much, and he opened his eyes like real wide, and his eyes were like shallow, like I could see through them, and then the light shut off, and then it came back on, and he was like, he didn't remember anything. It was like he was blacked out.
Okay, so probably one of the scariest things that has happened to me is I went to sailing camp one summer, and I got last pick on a boat I wanted to go on, and they had these like inflatable things that would help the boat float, and only 2 out of the 3 were inflated. So we got out by freighters, like those big massive boats, and we started to sink. And we were like almost a foot underwater, and then the sailing instructors drove by in a speedboat making a bunch of waves, making us sink faster, and we just had to sort of sit there sinking, and then we made it back to the docks and they made us go back out.